Hello everybody, Dre from Mediapire here. And what I'm going to do is we're going to cover one of my favorite add-ons. It's called the Bool tool, like B-O-O-L, which is like true and false. A thing or not a thing. Adding a thing or removing a thing. That's essentially the Bool tool. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this monkey and we're going to scale it up. And let's add something simple, like say a cube. Okay. And I'm going to change the color. Um, it doesn't really matter much, but I kind of want you guys to keep in mind something. And when I show you, you'll kind of see why. All right. That should be sufficient. So, if I choose this cube below, and let's say I kind of lift it out, right? What I would do, select one and then the other one, and then I remove it, you'll see the material actually removed from the monkey. And it's in the shape of the cube. So I created like a cavity in this monkey where you could place a new robotic brain or something like that. Um, so the Bool tool is great for game development stuff, or if you want to quickly hash out a shape. Now there are cons to it. Like, say for example, I want to create a doorway, right? So we'll lift this up. And let's see, walls and doorways, they usually are a lot thinner than that, so we'll kind of make it actually resemble that. And we'll add another cube. We're not going to worry about scale so much, although scale is extremely important. And let's see, let's go ahead and raise this up a little bit. And we'll combine the two, and we'll do a difference. Suddenly, I have made a doorway. Say you have a character and you're running through, and it didn't take a whole lot of time either, so that is really nifty. Now, one of the things you'll notice though is I've lost my quads. Now, quads are usually when you have four vertices and a face. Well, this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Now, it might be okay in this case if I actually like animated this and like lifted it up and down. It's not really going to see much of a difference, but if I did animate a more complex object, which I won't demonstrate this time, uh, you might see some weird stuff going on with the animation. It doesn't quite collapse or, expand the same way. Another thing is, we'll come back over to our monkey here, and we'll look at it in the edit, and you'll notice that it does some strange things. Like, you can see some weird, like, fragments here, because it doesn't, I mean, it does its best, but it's not necessarily efficient about it. So you may end up with some weird things like these vertices that are kind of left over. So keep in mind your topology is going to be butchered a little bit if you use it. So essentially you're gaining speed at the expense of quality topology. And sometimes that's okay depending on what you're doing with it. Um, it's one of the things I really like about this tool is that, the shapes, you can get a lot of crazy things extremely quick. I actually didn't want a circle, so let's go ahead and undo that. Let's grab, I don't know, a cone. And we'll expand this up. And we'll rotate it until it's facing down. That's probably good. And we'll bring this up. And I actually have no idea if this is going to work or not. And matter of fact, it's not in this case because I was silly and I actually uh, combined it with, I think, the monkey head. Yep, I did. If you do that, what you want to do is you want to select the cone and you want to right click it and you want to separate by selection. Sorry about that. Now, in order for this to work, just a reminder, I don't know if I mentioned it already, and if not, I'm rectifying that now, is that they have to be separate objects. And you perform this in object mode. Let's go ahead and difference it again. And again, you can see that I applied the material to it, and I removed it. and it left the shape of the cone. Let's try a couple more for fun. So let's come in here. Some of these may or may not work. We're going to try it anyways, though. We're going to bring this up. We're going to do the same thing and difference it. And I now have two holes that have a slight curve to it. Ain't that fun? Let's see, what else can we do? Let's apply some shading so we can get a fun, I don't know, something going on with color so we can kind of get something cool for our thumbnail. All right, so we go back to the layout. Let's try and add at least one more thing, maybe two more things. Let's see if a UV sphere will do the trick. So we're going to take this, we're going to lift it up right in the middle and difference it. Now let's go ahead and look at this. And you can see that it basically left over the same vertices, the same ones it removed. And it did its best judgment and it added some edges here because the topology has to connect somehow, which is always interesting and cool to see. So what we're going to do is we're going to add one more, and then we're going to call it a video. Let's try the isosphere. I actually have no idea if it's going to work, and sometimes they just don't work, right? Let's bring this here, and we're going to do it one more time. Oh, I did the same mistake I did last time, where I forgot to separate it from where it is. And now we'll go back to object mode and do the difference. And we cut out quite a bit and we Swiss cheese this up. Anyways, I hope this was fun and you learned how to quickly kind of like bust through some shapes. They may not be efficient, but you can do them quickly. Anyways, with that, stay creative and I will catch you guys in the next one. Thank you.